your second cycle test is, you will have this weekend your second cycle test starting. So for the portions for your social studies is Chapter 3, Great Rulers of the Past, and Chapter 4, Electing a Leader. Okay, so these two lessons you have for your second cycle test. Okay, what are the portions? Once again, I will repeat the portions. Great Rulers of the Past. Then the next lesson, Electing, Chapter 4, Electing a Leader. So Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 you have for your second cycle test. Okay, so is it clear to all of you? So start from today onwards, you have to start learning for your second cycle test. So as I every time tell you, you have to write and practice all the question answers, everything that you learn. Please write and practice. Okay. So when you write, you will learn the spelling as well as your handwriting. You will improve your handwriting also. Okay. So today we will start with chapter 5, globes and maps. So, once the timetable is out, so according to that, we will revise for the second cycle test. Okay. But today we will just start with this new chapter, chapter 5, globes and maps. Okay. So in this chapter, you will be studying about the globes and maps. Okay, and learn about the different features of map. Okay, so you will you will learn about globes. Okay, and map, and then you will also learn about the different features of a map. Okay, so first we go with the globe. So you all have seen a globe, is it not, children? You would have seen a globe. So this is a globe. Okay. See, so we all know that Earth is very huge in size. Okay, our planet Earth is very big in size, and we cannot see all the places on it at the same time. Okay, so see, our planet Earth is very huge in size, and we cannot see and study all the places on it at the same time. Okay, you cannot see every places on the same time. Okay, so in order to study the earth, we use a globe. Okay, so we use a globe in order to study about the earth. Okay, so globe is a small size of the planet earth. Okay, so you can see this is a globe. Okay, now what is a globe? A globe is a small model of the earth. Okay, it is a small model of the earth. So how our earth looks, if you look at the globe, you will get an idea how our planet earth will look. Okay, so what is a globe? A globe is a small model of the earth. It is a small model of the earth. Okay, it is round in shape like a ball. See here, it is round in shape like a ball. Okay, so it is a round in shape. Okay, so you can see the shape of the globe. Okay, so you can all look at the globe clearly. Okay, very good. If you all have a globe at home, good. Okay, but in the school you would have seen this globe, no? So a globe is a small model of the earth. Okay, so our planet earth is very huge in size, and we cannot study all the places on it at the same time. Okay, so in order to study the earth, we use a globe. Okay, now what is a globe? A globe is a small model of the earth. Okay, it is a small model of the earth. And what is the shape of the globe? It is round in shape like a ball. Okay, so it is round in shape like a ball. You can see. It is round in shape like a ball. This shape is called a sphere. Okay, so this shape is also called a sphere. Okay, so this shape is also called a sphere. Okay. Okay, children. Now, don't chat anything on the chat box. The last 5 minutes, when I ask you, you can tell me. Okay. So now nobody will chat on the chat box anything. No problem if you don't have a globe at home also, no problem. Okay. So you all have seen a globe, is it not, children? You all have seen a globe. If you don't have at home, no problem for that. Okay, so this is a globe. So what is a globe? A globe is a small model of the earth. It is a small model of the earth. It is round in shape like a ball. See the shape of the globe? It is round in shape. Okay, and this shape is also called a sphere. Okay, this shape is also called a sphere. So, since the globe is a replica of the earth, it gives us a clear picture of what our planet actually looks like. Okay, so by looking at the globe, we get a clear idea. So we say no, globe is a small model of the earth. Okay, or it is a replica. It is a same like the earth, how our planet earth will look. The same way, if you look at the globe also, it will look the same way. Okay, like our planet earth. And it gives us a clear picture of what our planet will look like. Okay, so by looking at the globe, we get a clear picture of how our planet earth will look like. Okay, so this is how our planet earth also looks. Children, I've told you to stop chatting anything on the chat box. So now you have to sit quietly and listen to the class. Okay. So now you can see this is the globe. Okay. Now we know that the earth spins on an imaginary line passing through its center called the axis. Okay, so you can see the axis. Okay, so it is the center. See here the center point. Okay, so our planet Earth spins on an imaginary line passing through its center. Okay, so there is an imaginary line passing through its center, and this is, it is called as the axis. So this is the axis. Okay, so the rod on which the globe rotates represents the axis of the earth. So here you can see the rod. This is the rod on which, see, you can see the rod. Okay, so inside you have a rod. Okay, and the rod on which this globe, now you can rotate the globe, is it not, children? Now when you test this, and you can rotate the globe. Okay, so the earth, we know that it spins on an imaginary line passing through the center called the axis. Okay, same way the rod on which, so this is the rod on which, okay, you can see the rod. Okay, so the rod on which the globe rotates represents the axis of the earth. Okay, so you can see the axis of the earth. Okay, so we know that the earth spins on an imaginary line. Okay. You can see the earth spins on an imaginary line passing through its center. Okay. And that is known as the axis. Okay, no problem. You don't have the book, Arjit. I'll put the textbook in the Google Classroom, children. Okay. Okay. Now, we all know that the earth spins on an imaginary line passing through its center known as the axis. Okay. Now, the earth rotates on the axis. Same way, the rod. Okay. So, here there is a rod on which the globe rotates. Okay. So, there is a rod on which the globe rotates and it represents the axis of the earth. Okay, so it represents the axis of the earth. Okay, now we will look into the, so what did we learn? The earth is so huge that we cannot see or study all the places on it on the same time. Okay, so to study the earth, we make use of the globe. Okay, next we seen that a globe is a small model of the earth. A globe is a small model of the earth. Okay, so what is the shape of the globe? It is round in shape like a ball. Okay, and it is also called a sphere. Okay, the shape is also called as a sphere. Okay, and we know that a globe is a replica. Replica means it looks similar to the earth. Okay, how the planet earth is, the same way the globe looks. Okay, so globe is a nothing but a replica of the earth, and it gives us a clear picture of what our planet actually looks. Okay, so now we cannot see the whole planet. No, it's not. So by looking at the globe, we get an idea how our planet Earth will look. And we all know that the Earth, it spins on an imaginary line passing through the center. Okay, so and that is known as the axis. Okay, so the rod on which the globe rotates represent the axis of the earth. Okay, next we go with the how useful or how helpful is the globe. So a globe is helpful to us because of the following reasons. Okay, so how a globe is useful to us or how a globe is helpful to us. So we can know that. Okay, so the first one is it shows us locations of the continents, countries, oceans, and seas on the earth. Okay, so by looking at the globe, you can locate the different continents. Okay, so how many continents in grade 3 we studied? No, continents and the oceans. Okay, so children, how many continents are there? There are, yeah, there are 7 continents. Okay, so how many continents are there? Okay, Harinita, very good. There are 7 continents. Very good. All of you, I know you all know the answer. There are 7 continents. Okay, so very good. There are 7 continents. So what are the 7 continents? Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, Europe, North America, and South America. So these are the 7 continents. Okay, good. I know that all of you know. Okay, so this we studied in the 3rd standard, is it not? And the last year we studied in social studies. Okay, so there are 7 continents. They are Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, Europe, North America, and South America. Very good. So you can see, so it shows us the locations of the continents. So we can know by looking at the globe, okay, we can know where the continent Asia is, where the continent Africa is, where the continent Australia is. Okay, so all the continents we can, see when you look at the globe. Then you can see all the countries where they are located. Okay, then we can see the oceans. We can see all the oceans where they are. Okay, so how many oceans are there? There are 5 oceans. No, is it not, children? Last year we studied, no? There are, how many oceans are there? There are 5 oceans. Okay, the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Antarctic Ocean. Okay, so the Antarctic Ocean is also known as the Southern Ocean. And we all know that the Pacific Ocean is the, it is the biggest ocean. Okay. Okay. Fine, children. So we can see all the oceans where they are located, then the seas on the earth. So all this we can locate it easily on the globe. Okay, so it shows us the location of the, so globe. Okay, a globe shows us the location of the continents. We can see all the continents where they are, located. Okay, then we can see the different countries where they are. Then we can see, so like by looking at the, the globe, you can see where our country India is, where US is, where America, where Australia is. Okay, so all the countries we can know where they are located. Then we can also know where the oceans are and the seas on the earth are. Okay, then the next usefulness is we can accurately locate the continents and oceans on a globe. Okay, so we can exactly know where the continents are and where the oceans are by looking on a globe. Okay, so we can accurately locate the continents and oceans on a globe. Okay, then the directions can be studied easily on a globe. Okay, so you can also, in which direction you have, the oceans or the seas on the, or the countries you can know. Okay, so you can study easily the direction. Okay, north, south, east, west, north, south. Okay, all these, directions you can study easily on a globe. Okay, then we can understand how the earth rotates on its axis by spinning the globe on its axis. Okay, so when you spin the globe, okay, so you can understand how the our earth also rotates on its axis. Okay, by spinning the globe on its axis. Okay, now when you spin the globe on its axis, we can understand how our earth also rotates on its axis. Okay, so how our earth rotates. So by rotating or by spinning the globe, okay, you will get an idea of how our earth also rotates on its axis. Okay, so these are some of the, then usefulness of a globe. Okay, so what are the usefulness of a globe? It shows us the location of the continents. Okay, you will know where all the 7 continents are located on the earth. Okay, then we can see all the oceans where they are. Okay, then the seas on the earth. Okay, so by looking at the globe, you will get an idea about all these things. Okay, so we can see the, the location of the continents, countries, oceans, and seas on the earth. Okay, then we can accurately locate the continents and oceans on a globe. Okay, so we can exactly know where the continents are located, where the 7 continents are located, where the oceans are on the globe. Okay, located on the, by looking at the globe, you can exactly know where the continents and oceans are located. Then we can also find out the directions. Okay, so directions can be studied easily on a globe. Okay, north, south, east, west. Okay, so all the directions also you can easily know on the globe. Then next is we can understand how the earth rotates. Okay, so we know that the earth is always rotating. Okay, so it rotates on its axis. Okay, now when you spin the globe, okay, when you spin the globe on its axis, you can, the same way only the earth also rotates on its axis. Okay, so these are some of the, how the globe is helpful to us. Okay, next we go with the, okay. Children, quietly now listen to the class. Okay. Now, what are the disadvantages of a globe? Okay, now we are going to see what are the disadvantages of a globe. Okay, we cannot see all the places on the globe, on a globe at the same time. Okay, a globe has to be rotated or turned to see what lies on the other side. Okay, now if you see here, now see here, now you are looking, so only this area now you can see. Okay, so you cannot see all the places of the globe at the same time. Okay, so now you can see only these areas. Okay, now if you want to, so the other part of the globe, what is there, if you want to know that, you have to spin the globe. Okay, now you have to, or you have to rotate the globe. Only then you can see what lies on the other side. Okay, so only some part you can see at one time. Okay, so we cannot see all the places on a globe at the same time. You cannot see. Okay, so why? Because only this side you can see now. Is it not, children? See, only this side. Now, the other side of the globe, which are the countries, what are the oceans, all that you cannot see now. Okay. Now, in order to see the other part of the globe, you have to rotate the globe. Okay. Or you have to, turn the globe. Okay. So, you have to spin or rotate the globe. Okay. Only then you will know what is in the other side of the globe. Okay, so this is one disadvantage of the having a globe. So we cannot see all the places at the same time on a globe. Okay, you cannot see all the places at the same time on a globe. Okay. Next, it is difficult to show details of a smaller area such as villages on a globe. Okay, so the small areas like one village. Okay, so now you can see here, this is the Indian map. Okay, now in this, can you identify where Trichy is now by looking at this map? Looking at the globe here, it is very difficult. Okay, so it is difficult to show the details of small areas. Okay, the small areas you cannot, show on a globe. Okay, so it is difficult to show the details of smaller areas such as a village on a globe. Okay, so that is one disadvantage of a globe. Okay. Next, you can see, to show details of all the continents and ocean, we should need a very large globe. Okay, so now if you want to see all the 7 continents and the oceans, we need a bigger size of globe. Only there you can see them clearly. Okay. So to show the details of all the continents and oceans, we should need a big or a large globe. Okay, so you have to have a large globe. See, this size of globe, you cannot see everything clearly. Okay, so if you want to see in detail all the continents and the oceans, we need a very big or a very large globe. Okay, that is one disadvantage. Then the next disadvantage is what? A globe is difficult to carry around. Okay, so it is very difficult to carry around the globe. But today, globes are being made of plastics are also being available. Okay, and this can be inflated. Okay, so like a balloon. Now when see this type of globes to carry it from one place to another is difficult. Okay, now you have globes that are made of plastic. Okay, so where you can inflate the air into it. Okay, and whenever you don't want that, you can deflate the air and then you can fold and keep them. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of the globe. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of a globe. Okay, so now you can see here, once again we go with the disadvantages of the globe. Okay, so first disadvantage is what? We cannot see all the places on a globe at the same time. Okay, a globe can be rotated or turned to see what lies on the other side. Okay, so only one side you can see of the globe. Okay, if you want to see the other side, you have to rotate the globe or you have to turn the globe. Only then you can see the other side. Then the next is, it is very difficult to show in detail the smaller areas such as a village on the globe. Okay, now I showed you the globe. Can you say where, or can we see where the city is, our Trichy is? It is very difficult to identify on a globe. Okay, so small areas cannot be, you cannot identify or locate those smaller areas clearly on a globe. Okay, then to show details of all the continents and oceans, we need a very large globe. Okay, so if you want to show all the continents, okay, and all the oceans, okay, where they are located, you require a very big globe. Only then you will know, you can see them clearly. Okay. The next thing is, a globe is very difficult to carry around. Okay, so you to take that from one place to another, it is very, very difficult. But nowadays we are getting plastic globes. Okay, so where you can inflate air into it, and then when you don't want, you can just pull out the air, and then you can also fold and keep them. Okay, so that those types of globes are there now. Nowadays it is available. Okay, and so these are the disadvantages of the globe. Okay, so the earliest globe in the of the world was made in 1492. Okay, by Martin Beham. Okay, so who invented the globe? So the earliest globe in the world was made in the year 1492. Okay, so the earliest globe in the world was made up in the year 1492 by Martin Beham. Okay, so he made the globe. Okay, so this is about the globe. Okay, so did you all understand, children? So once again, I will, the portions for your second cycle test is chapter 3, great rulers of the past, and chapter 4, electing a leader. Okay, so it will be put into your Google Classroom. So I've already sent the materials for this in the Google Classroom. You can take from that and start learning. Okay, it's already time for us to wind up today's class, children.